that's not necessarily true, because even if that's true, it's still a question of which is the best advocacy in the round. The marginal net benefit to the dissat plus the risk of office to the affirmative should clearly frame your balance. It's a question of, do you want to best resolve militarism and the dissat? And if the answer to that is yes, then it's a vote affirmative. That's your problem.
Do the three judges mind if I record the RFDs?
No, I wouldn't. But I do have to catch an Uber soon to get a flight, so I might, like, if the RFD takes a while, I might just leave.
Ryan lost 2-1.
unfortunate.
There's like a bunch of Dubs trophies over here. Is these like
Yeah, I don't know what to do with this. They were in here when I got here. All right, and then we're so Danny's going to.
Everyone else is going to Oakland,
You-
so you're just going to SFO. I can drive him to Oakland, and I think I'll probably just drive home after that. Just stop for coffee like every hour.
Don't die, Jackson. Don't die.
I don't want to stay here overnight. Like, come on, man.
I respect that.
Oh shit, that's what's wrong. Good? Yeah. Alright. Congratulations both of you for making it to the semifinals of the CPS tournament. The decision is a 3-0 for the negative. So I think I view this debate pretty simply. I vote neg on the marginal risk of a few of the case disads. I think the two that I think of the most are the argument that protest trades off with actual policy engagement, and the argument that there's a socialization disad. So we say that we associate the protests with college students, and we say that they're delegitimized. The main move that the 2AR makes in response to this is to go for a try or die uniqueness framing argument, right, which makes sense in normal cases, but I think you can see the advantage counterplan in the 2AR, which solves for 100% of the case, which means you no longer get try or dying. I also think that there is an argument that's not responded to here, which is that speech zones that you were talking about, even if you win, because I do think the Elmer card is pretty good on explaining why it is a problem. Evan makes this argument that's just like, that's not constitutionally protected speech, which means it's not. So it was not super clear here, but his argument is just basically like, you don't solve for speech zones, because you wouldn't be able to prohibit that because your advocacy doesn't deal with that. And whether or not it's actually constitutionally protected speech, I'm not sure, but that goes conceded both ways, and his analysis is correct. It's not restricting speech, it's restricting location. And I do know that there was an exception, I think, in the First Amendment about location of some sorts. So I think that there's no offense, but I think that there's no try to vary, and there's clear dissent.
I think you should learn a debate theory because he read an alt-actor object fiat CP, so that's the big takeaway for you. And it's impossible for you to win if you don't go for the link turns on the hate speech disad. It's impossible for you to win if you concede the counterplan in the 2AR and don't go for the link turns on the hate speech disad. You have no offensive reason why any of his arguments are bad. I can literally never vote AF. There's not a single solvency deficit to the counterplan ever. It seems abundantly clear that there's not going to be nuclear war. Poof, the nuclear weapons just go away. So I just like, without parsing through the flow, I just think that it is literally impossible to give an AF RFD if you do not extend offensive arguments against what he said and concede terminal defense to the AF. I agree with Felix on the places where I would vote on marginal case offense.
Yeah, my decision is almost exactly